Beautiful kids. So welcome back to another amazing episode with me. Take care. And I guarantee you today you are going to learn something amazing that you have not heard of, and probably in class 6 you will not hear of it even. But before I start, I want to tell you, if you want to learn amazing things about science, maths, English, or want to improve yourself, so download the app called as the ODA Class. It's available on Play Store and App Store. Now, six best things to know before joining the bridge course. Now, bridge course is one of the best courses produced by ODA Class, keeping in mind that you need help during your homeworks, your classwork. So there will be availability of a mentor teacher who is there to help you, guide you, mentor you. So that is the most important thing. The second thing is you will be getting PDF books of math, science, and English. Third thing that you have to know is there will be two parents teacher meeting that we will be holding with your parents, study report, so that you can analyze which are your weak parts and which are your strong parts. All these things are available. You can check and you can click on the link given in the description box. The cost of the bridge course is just rupees 29. As you can see on the screen, it's just rupees 29. So I want you to enroll quickly. Now today's topic is five amazing facts about circuits, not electricity, but circuits. So I will be talking about them one by one. First, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Yogesh Malhotra. I graduate from NIT Surathkal. I have mentored more than 78,000 students, and I'm a physics enthusiast who love particle physics and studying about the electromagnetic and gravitational forces. Now, let's go. The first fact is there are two major types of combinations. The first combination is known as the series combination, as you can see over here. Okay, so what happens? What is a series combination? What does it do? Does it increase the current? Do we need to learn this? What is the importance of this kind of combination? So I'm going to answer all these questions one by one. Number one, we need to learn this. This is very important if it comes to CBSE or ICSE, especially for class 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now the third thing that you have to understand is this type of connection increases this type of connection increases the flow of the current in the circuit. It increases what? Increases the flow of the current in the circuit. Okay, so how do we make this kind of a connection? In series, you have to remember, you already know in last class we studied the terminals. If you want to learn and remember, check out my last video of about electricity, okay, and you will get it. Now, there is a positive terminal and there is a negative terminal, okay. Now, what happens is if you connect the negative of one of the cell with the positive of the other cell, the negative of one of the cell with the positive of the other cell, that, my friend, is called as what? That is called as a series circuit. That is called as what? A series circuit. Now, so let me tell you one more time. What is the main purpose of the series circuit? The main purpose of the series circuit is it increases the flow of the current. For example, if you're getting 1 ampere of the current earlier, now you will be getting 2 or 3 or 4. The more cells you connect together in series, where positive of the one cell is connected with the negative of the other cell, that causes the increase of current. Okay, I hope you guys understood this part. It's very important to remember that the positive terminal of one of the cell is connected to the negative terminal of the other cell. Let's move on. What did I tell you? So for example, if the cell 1 was able to give out some amount of current, okay, and let's call it cell A, let's call it cell B, okay. If cell A gives out some amount of current, let's say 2 ampere, and cell B also gives out 2 ampere, so total amount of current in the circuit will be doubled. It will be 4 amperes of the current. Okay, so this means that whenever you need a series connection, Whenever you make a series connection and connect it to the bulb will start to glow brighter. Let's move on to the next type of connection called as the parallel connection. This is called as the second amazing fact that we're going to learn today. Okay, I'm really sorry for this. Let's get back. Okay, so here we are. So this is called as the second type of connection, a parallel connection, when the positives and the positives are combined together and negatives are combined together. Now, what is the fun in this? Why do we have parallel connection? So remember one thing, parallel connection hold equal importance as the series connection. They may not give extra current, but they are responsible for the longevity. मतलब ये ensure करते हैं कि circuit long time तक चलता रहे. For example, अगर ये cell use out हो जाता है, used, तो इसको निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. This cell will start working. This will start working on its own. Okay, so in a parallel combination, one of the best thing is that there is not one source, but there are many sources that are connected in the parallel. And how do we make parallel combination? Positive is connected to the positive and negative is connected to the negative. Here, have a look and you will get a better understanding. Okay, so positive and positive are interconnected here, negative are interconnected here. Both have same purpose, to provide energy, but they increase the longevity of the circuit. Now the circuit runs for a longer period of time. I hope this makes it a very interesting fact. Fact number 3, batteries. Okay, the series combination where we have the negative terminal, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay, the connection of that is called as battery. But this is not an amazing fact about the circuit. The amazing fact about the circuit is there are two types of current. One is called as the convectional current that always flow from the positive to the negative terminal, just as shown in the figure. So it moves from positive terminal to the negative terminal, whereas there is another type of current which is known as the electronic current, which is known as what? It is known as the electronic current. So if I talk about electronic current, that goes in the opposite direction, starting from the negative and goes till the positive. Now we don't study this. Okay, electronic current, we don't study this. Okay, but this is very important because it helps us to know in which direction is the electron flowing, and electrons are always flowing from negative to positive, as unlike charges attract each other. Fourth amazing fact, okay, I haven't included it, but I want to tell that in a cell a lot of negative charge is concentrated here. Okay, a lot of negative charge is concentrated here. Okay, I hope you are learning all these facts. Trust me, knowing these facts, you can amaze anyone. Now let's come to the fact number 5. If the first electrical appliance in your NCRT books is given electric torch, okay, the electric torch has a series combination of cells. What combination of cells? It has a series combination. And what's a series combination? Where a negative is connected to positive, a negative connected to positive. As I already told you before, the opposite terminals are connected together. What is the main purpose of series connection? To to improve the amount of current, to improve the amount of current flowing in the circuit. So if there was 2 ampere flowing earlier, now there will be 4 ampere, 5 ampere, and so on. The more cells you connect, the more powerful the circuits get. But not in the case of parallel. Parallel increases the life of it. Fact number 5, primary cells, the only cells that can be charged once and cannot be used. Now, some of you will say, sir, आते तो हैं market में, there are a lot of things that can charge a cell, Okay, we have seen it ourselves. We have seen that there are charges for them. So let me explain it to you how it actually works. Okay, they have high density and they get discharged slowly. First of all, they have very long life, but most importantly, if I talk about the electrolyte, the paste present in them, that has almost zero fluid, due to which what happens, it keeps on becoming harder and solid, and the reaction stops. And if the reaction stops inside the cell, there are no more electrons produced for it to move. Now, let me make you understand this in a most simplest way. Here you can see that the chemical reactions happens inside. ये अंदर reaction हो रहा है पूरा, ठीक है. केमिकल्स एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं, बूम बड़ाम लड़ाई हो रही है, लोग इधर उधर जा रहे हैं, ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर उधर भाग रहे हैं. लेकिन होता क्या है इससे, इससे होता क्या है, इससे ये होता है कि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रोड्यूस हो जाते हैं, और वो इलेक्ट्रॉन स्टार्ट्स टू रन, और ये एनर्जी अपनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डंप देयर कंप्लीट एनर्जी. सो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डंप देयर कंप्लीट एनर्जी, their complete energy. To whom? To the bulb. Okay, they use the complete energy. They dump their complete energy into the bulb. Let's move on to the next part. So as I told you, that primary cells, their main function is what? To produce the electrons. And how do they produce it? The amazing fact is that how do they produce it? They produce it by creating a chemical reaction. They produce it by creating a chemical reaction. Okay. Now, so let me explain it to you. If they produce by creating a chemical reaction, what will happen if they do not have any kind of chemical reactions in them? Okay, they won't be able to produce any electrons. So let me today tell you what kind of chemicals are present, because this is a subjective question, okay, that will definitely come in the board. So look over here. It's a 2 mark question. First is, what is a battery? Draw the scientific symbol. Very simple of it. There are, when cells are connected such that the positive terminal of one cell is connected to the negative terminal of other cell, that is called as a battery. Okay. Now there are two types of cell. One is called as primary, which are non-rechargeable, and the other is secondary, which are rechargeable. The scientific symbol of cell is this, and the scientific symbol of battery is this. So you have to remember, the longer line represents the positive terminal, the shorter line represents the negative terminal. Okay, the longer line represents what? Positive terminal. The shorter line represents what? The negative terminal. Okay, now similarly, it's a 5 mark question, kids. It's a 5 mark question that you need to learn properly. A dry cell, how do it functions? Okay, how does it produce electricity? What is present inside it? So I will go through it one by one. Okay, first of all, it contains a paste of ammonium chloride in it with the carbon powder. With which powder? With carbon powder. So this carbon powder and ammonium chloride, they form a thick paste. And the thick paste is around anode, which is our carbon rod. So as you can see over here, this carbon rod, okay, act as a anode. Act as what? Anode. Anode is what? Anode is positive. And the zinc container act as cathode. Cathode is what? A negative terminal, which is already here. Now the paste of NH4Cl, that is ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide, and carbon, which is in touch with carbon rod as well as the zinc container, constantly produce electrons which are accumulated at the cathode and which are given out when the circuit is made. Now, I'm sure you want to learn how to ace your examination. Like today, I told you how to attempt a 2 mark question and a 5 mark question. So, enroll yourself. First, download the amazing app you're learning called as the ODA Class app. And like I told you, there are 5 things that you should remember, that you should know before enrolling into the bridge course. Number one, you will be getting PDF book and lectures recorded with the courseware. Number two, a dedicated person to help you with your classwork and homework. Number three, you will be getting all kinds of tests on the app. You will be getting number four, homework in the app, subjective as well as objective. And number five, there will be classes in such a way that the content or the learning will be very immersive and interactive. So enroll quickly by clicking on the link given in the description box, and the course fee is just rupees 29. So you can pay rupees 29 and enroll yourself quickly into it. You will be also getting the gift as soon as you enroll. You will be getting coins known as the ODA coins, and you can use those ODA coins to redeem gifts like bottle, MI band, soundbar, or Redmi phone. All these things are available, and there are lots and lots and lots of kids who have got these things. Okay, so let me tell you one thing, kids. Enroll yourself quickly if you want these gifts. Until then, like, share, and subscribe our channel.